Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back. I have a earth-shattering bit of truth for you here that the point is, let's untame our beliefs around money. Let's untame our relationship to money. Let's grow it wild and juicy and luxurious and huge, right? But today I want to talk to you about why you've struggled to do that in the past, okay? And this is a huge realization that I had in my life, and it went like this, okay? I was trying to dig up all my limiting money beliefs. I was making my way through my financial success throughout my life, but slowly there were just walls that I would run into. And like throughout my whole life, moments when I feel like I didn't have any money and I was running into walls, or a little bit of money and running into walls, and all of these cycles and just running into the walls, okay? So I came to realize at a pretty early age that money is an infinite energy source, okay? That shit is everywhere and it can just surround you, okay? However, we are taught and obtain limiting beliefs throughout our lives that keep us from reaching this unlimited financial abundance that is possible for us, okay? This is a topic I talk about a lot, one of my favorites. And so one of the biggest ways that we're socialized into never shifting beyond the class that we were born into, or never shifting our financial reality, is this, okay? I'm gonna tell you a quick little story. I was driving on my scooter to the airport like 5 in the morning one day, okay? No, probably shouldn't be daydreaming while you're driving on a scooter to the airport, but I was like in this reality of just so frustrated. And I was like, what are my limiting beliefs? What in the world could I possibly have left? When it's like, when you're blind to it too. And so I'm digging and I'm thinking of all these things. And the one that comes to me is, the day before, I had seen this Instagram post about Oprah promoting one of Eckhart Tolle's books on her channel. And that was the day before. And on the scooter, on the way to the airport, I had this realization that I thought that both of them were bad people. And evil, in fact, just like really awful people, which is crazy, okay? And I'm aware that I don't think that. I'm like, don't really watch Oprah, but she seems cool, nothing against her. Eckhart Tolle, love him. I've read a bunch of his books. I'm sure a lot of you have too. And he's definitely not an evil type of person, right? So why? Why did I feel this way? And I realized that I thought that they were evil because I was under the impression that these two people had money. I'm staring at them. They are on Oprah's show. Obviously, Oprah has a bunch of money. Eckhart Tolle is extremely successful as an author, thinking he, in my mind, has a bunch of money. So I just instantly labeled them subconsciously, without even realizing it at first, that they were both bad, evil people because they had money, because they had more money than they needed, because they had more money than they knew what to do with, and because they weren't struggling to make ends meet. I instantly thought they were bad, literally bad people. And so then I took it a step further. I said, well, what do I imagine as a good person? And Mother Teresa came to my mind. Okay, bless Mother Teresa. I don't know a whole lot about her, but my impression of her is that she is an extremely self-sacrificing woman, okay? Let's just dissect that for like a quick second. So our reality, my reality, and maybe you relate to this too, is that if you have more money than you need and you're not struggling, that makes you a bad person. And if you are self-sacrificing, probably to the point that you're exhausting, it's not actually healthy, you're starting to resent people, you're giving in hopes of return for their praise, right? That's what a good person is. And it just blew my freaking mind. How in the world was I ever supposed to make money? How in the world was I ever supposed to save, grow investments, become a wealthy, abundant magnet? My business is supposed to grow if I was subconsciously believing I would become a bad person if I had more money than I needed. And if I was subconsciously believing that what made me a good person was sacrificing all of the things I actually wanted, all of my actual needs, which includes abundance and finances, to others, that would make me a good person. How was I ever going to get out of that loop unless I brought that belief to awareness? Okay, and so that's the point of this video, is to question you, what do you think of a person with a bunch of money? And like, be super honest with yourself, because that's going to show you a lot of those limiting beliefs, those beliefs that are capping the heights that you can reach in your financial success. And what do you think is a good person? Who comes to your mind and why? Okay. And so another thing happened to me just earlier today, that which finally inspired this video, was I was commenting on this car that I thought was ugly, and my sister was like, well, so-and-so made it, and now apparently, he's created all of these great things, but now apparently the media is saying he's evil and for all these reasons. And I'm just like, I don't know this man personally, but I just thought it was so interesting that the conversation with my sister and I kept going, and it made me realize we are fed stories in media, in society, about how these people with a lot of money are also evil. They also must have evil intentions and motives. Can you think of anyone that you've heard on the media lately that has a bunch of money and also is portrayed only ever as a good person? No, I couldn't think of a single person. And so this isn't just something that was in my belief system. This is something that we're fed on a regular basis. And let's go a step further. If money is energy, right? It's an energetic exchange. Everything is energy, but money is a frequency. It's an energy. And if the entire state, country, earth is projecting the reality and the belief onto money that it makes you a bad person if you have too much, or most of the human race is projecting that belief onto it, then we are literally pushing money away. And I don't mean to discourage you. I don't mean that you can't change your reality because of a lot of other people's beliefs. That is not it at all. You can change, we can all change our reality just simply based on our own beliefs, okay? But maybe we need to kick it up a notch, because there's already a little bit of energetic weight against us with all of this negative beliefs towards money. Let's extra positive that bad boy up. Let's imagine it gold and shimmering and surrounding us and bathing us in love and holding our hand and loving us and helping old ladies cross the street and anything, even if it feels ridiculous. Imagine money doing that, feeling that in your body. And then if you want to take it the last step further, is you bring somatics into it, okay? When you're sitting with this question of, what do you think of a person with a bunch of money? Or what do you think makes a bad person? What do you think makes a good person? When you're sitting with these beliefs, feel into your physical body and what sensations are alive, okay? And when you come into the bad belief and you're imagining Oprah and Eckhart Tolle there, and you're like, oh, these are bad people because they have money, feel what that physical, energetic experiences in your body, because the physical sensations are being charged by energy. So we can shift our beliefs and go even deeper to very rapidly shift our reality by shifting that physical sensation in the body, because the physical sensation in the body is caused by energy. And it's not about pushing the sensation away. It's not about getting mad at the sensation. It's not about how dare you. No, it's that sensation is a part of us. That limiting belief has been a part of us that's been hurting inside and dealing with pain and struggling with finances and these things. So hold that part of you, sit with your body. What is the physical sensation? Locate it in your body, focus on it, close your eyes, focus on it, breathe into it. And then imagine that you're it's a part of you. You can even personify it and hold it. Ask it what it needs, love it, breathe into it, and keep doing that. And stay with that as long as you need. And then start imagining Oprah and Eckhart Tolle or whoever you're using to just be these incredible people, and imagine all the good things they're doing, and imagine all the wealth that's raining down on them because of it, and also just simultaneously nothing to do with it. And continue to dive into that practice as much as you want based on what makes people good, what makes people bad, and what is our perception of being wealthy, and what does that make us as a person. So I hope this helps. This was a huge life transforming realization for me. It has beyond shifted my financial reality, and continuing to look at these limiting beliefs and discovering and really sitting and asking ourselves what they are, and then shifting them somatically in the body. You will feel the change, and you will watch your ideas and your businesses and your dreams and your money grow. And then one day somebody will try to hand you money for like maybe a gift or something, and just notice the physical sensation in your body. Instead of you being like, oh no, now I have to do something for you. It's just like, huh, cool. I deserve this. This is so wonderful. This is an energy exchange. This feels good. This feels nourishing. And that also has a lot to do with my video on how to receive money. But we'll continue to talk about these different topics. But this is hands down one of the biggest life-changing transformations around finances for me. So I hope it helps. If it does, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, the whole shebang. I put out videos like this once a week around all different topics of holistic health, spiritual health, financial health. What makes us human? What makes us divine? How can we combine those and just live an incredible life of joy and peace? And so I send you all lots of love and have a wonderful day.